we are always looking, trying to figure out how we get ahead, how we live a life of success. But no one teaches at an early age that the ultimate cheat code, the ultimate level up, is the Holy Spirit. And that we just have to listen. Real talk, y'all. It seems so simple to listen to your intuition, to listen to your inner voice, and to be obedient to it. But I have to say, from personal experience in this awakening, in this spiritual awakening, in this ascension, in this timeline hopping, jumping from storyline to storyline that I've been doing, obedience to your intuition isn't always easy. Matter of fact, it's one of the hardest things that I've ever had to learn, or more like reprogram myself to do. Because everything in this external world, this dark matrix that is now becoming the celestial, is set up to disrupt, cut us off from source, and to believe that everything we need to know is outside of us. You know, to be connected to God, you got to go to church. To be connected to God, you have to talk to a pastor. Now, I'm not knocking churches or pastors, but the reality is God is within you. The divinity inside of you, and all the answers you ever wanted to know is right here. Right here. You can see clearly. You can feel clearly. You can speak clearly. You can do clearly. You can be everything you ever want to do. Be. If you just come into alignment with your higher self and God. And if you choose to live a life of intention, a life of creativity, a life of creation, one where you choose to cleanse yourself of all the mimicry, of all the distortions, of all the distractions, of all the clutter, of all the negative frequencies, people, places, things, situations, so that you can have the clarity you need. Hi, butterfly. The clarity that you need to actually hear the Holy Spirit talking to you so that you can be obedient. Today's word is the Holy Spirit is the cheat code to ascension. All praise to the Most High God. Love to the Mother. For real, y'all. Like, how are y'all feeling? I have to tell you, I am feeling like I'm a tsunami. You know, kind of like where the water is drawing back before it comes into land. Yeah, that's me. Like, if another person, or in fact the people in my life now, they're probably looking at me like, what is wrong with her? Because everything that seemingly seems like it could be bad is happening. Like, I've had things at work, personally, my relationship, financially, you know, like my health. Like, I have had major. It's like all the resistance that could possibly happen to me has been happening. Like, all of it, everything, all at once is like trying to stop me from becoming me, the true me, the higher version of me. And like, my disposition though is not of chaos or panic, because I am in alignment and flow with source. And no matter what comes my way, No matter how chaotic it gets, I am the eye of the storm because I am in alignment with God and because I have cleared enough distractions and clutter in my life to be in attunement with Source and to be held by Source and the Mother and my spirit team. To know that I am not alone. To know that I am guided. To understand and remember who I am and what this is all about. What a blessing. What a gift. You could strip everything from me at this point. But I know that's not what happened. It's not the case. But I am whole. I am whole. And that makes me a tsunami. So what I mean by that is like, I feel it. You ever been on the precipice of a major blessing or becoming who you're supposed to be, stepping into your true nature? I had this feeling before I went to Culver, my high school. Like, I feel the greatness. I have the vision. And everything is falling away. My old programming is falling away. That's what I mean when I say the water is drawing back and in, and it's coming to crest to the top. So that my new programming, my new integration, my new codes that I've been like very aggressively downloading can come online in full integration. It's happening. But everything that wasn't aligned with my highest purpose and my highest path had to fall away. And that's painful, y'all. That's the hard part. That's the hard part about obedience that I was going to tell you. I don't want to necessarily follow all the insight and guidance I get from my spirit team and God, because it hurts emotionally. It can hurt, especially when you love people, especially when you want the best for people or places or situations, especially when you've given a lot of time to things that you really care for and are passionate about, especially when you're scared about what tomorrow may bring instead of living in the present. You know, when everything is uncertain in a time of uncertainty, when people think you're delusional or say, you know, you dream too much, all of that can be terrifying and scary. But it takes a firm commitment to yourself and trust of yourself and a love for yourself to decide that I'm going to stand in my full authority as the divine being I am, and I trust and love myself enough to decide I'm going to live the way that I choose to live. And I'm not going to allow anybody to create a different world. I'm not going to let other people control me. I'm not going to let other people create my reality. I'm going to live in my own reality. And I'm going to choose how I want to live it. Happy, abundant, prosperous, healthy. I'm going to choose those things, and anything that's out of alignment must go. And everything that is in alignment, I want to pull closer to create and build and trust enough to create something beautiful. So with that said, I just want y'all to know what I really want you to know is the life that you want to live is on the other side of whatever limiting beliefs, whatever clutter, whatever distortion currently in your life that is clouding your intuition. And in order to clear those things, please tune in to the activations I'm doing, the invocations that I'm posting, the meditations. They can help clear that clutter so that you can hear more clearly that guidance that you're getting. All right, y'all. I love you. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Vanari Shikai, Shalane Tukai. Peace.